awesome week of trading. Good day, traders. This is Master FX Shifu from the Universal Forex Dojo. Let's hop onto the charts and see what we've got for the day. Now, before we do that, let's check out the Wushu 2.0.
Automate your entire trade management process with the most advanced tool on the market. Remove emotions, perfect execution, all instruments. Trade the Asian session, London session, and New York session in your sleep. Spend less than 2 hours on charts and allow the Wushu to trade for you through all sessions. Wushu 2.0 features: auto place, stop orders, auto break even, auto partials, auto trail stop, proprietary auto exit strategy. How it all works. Step 1. Analyze your charts and set up your trade ideas. Step 2. Input your trade setups, entry point, stop loss, and risk. Step 3. Go about your day and let the Wushu do all the work through all sessions. Summary: the Wushu will position size for you, auto place stop order, move stop to break even, take partials for you, trail stop, limit max loss for the day. Auto hedge new feature. The Wushu 2.0 auto hedge mode will hedge every position you take. It will manage the 2 positions using the Dojo proprietary exit mode. The Wushu will proceed to close the losing position and take profits from the winning position. The Wushu 2.0 auto hedge mode is set to close at 1.5 R of every position it takes. Take your trading to the next level with the Wushu 2.0. Get our tool, uniforexdojo.com. info@uniforexdojo.com.
Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. This is Master FX Shifu from the Universal Forex Dojo. Let us hop into the markets today and see what we can take advantage of, and hopefully get some pips in there. Do drop your pairs. And then let us see what we can take advantage of. Now from yesterday, let's see, we had a DJI setup that did not trigger, did not even get. So what we will be doing is definitely, and then we had a US 30 request, which also just left, completely left. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay, there we go. Although it didn't leave, it was literally just playing in the area. And I don't know, I think most of you guys have that trigger right now. Yeah, if you still have the setup, your sell stop should have been triggered by now, which means you're currently in a half risk, what's this? Half risk drawdown. So we are going to leave that in the watch list. And then gold literally went in, and I'm just going to make it bigger. This was an interesting one, by the way. Let me just break it down a bit. Good morning, IB. Hoping you're doing well. Do drop your pairs on the side there, guys. This was an interesting one. Then I'm going to explain it quickly. So the setup was triggered literally here, the sell stop. And then, of course, it went out, came back, triggered us in, and literally went to hit the stop. This was one of those where you'd swear something was just in control. And then, of course, after hitting the stop, came back and then, yeah, went into a zone. But it was a definite loss. A very clear one. Literally in the face. But it is the market after all. If you don't learn to take your losses, believe me, you will not survive. You need to be able to withstand the losing streaks. Okay. I've been having quite a lot of those. So, psychologically, just have to manage that. And constantly keep going, and of course trust the process, and then you will definitely be fine along the way. Okay, so keep that in mind. And then I will be coming back to look at gold, and funny enough, most of my setups that I've been doing on the lives are doing quite well, and the ones I've been doing personally, the ones that have been failing me, but we'll get there. Okay, we had ORCAD, which did not come into the zone. It literally just left, broke the structure, and I see it now coming back down. And I don't think it'll get this far as well. So we are going to remove from the watch list. Do drop your pairs there, drop your pairs on the side there. And then I'll definitely take a look. And then, of course, there's this one that played out quite well. It's actually still running on my setups. I think it's still running. I don't think I closed it. Yeah, it's still running. Yep. Okay. And then, of course, now this I'm just going to mark, because we're not going to look at it. Just going to look at it from fresh set of eyes. And then we had this one triggered, went all the way down, hit the TPs and stuff. And then I was just trying to reanalyze it from scratch again. But yeah, close that. So I'm going to reanalyze it again from scratch. And then GU also went into the green. Also going to analyze it again from scratch. But these I'm not going to mark as ticks because I didn't do them with you guys. And I didn't post them. So yeah. We're going to go into Euro USD from IB. Okay, let's hop into that. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Euro USD. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to remove that. Looking at the hourly, of course. Just looking at this current price action, we can see what's been happening there. Price literally retraced, went back into the zone. So now we're basically waiting for it to break the zone. And then once it does break the zone, we are going to look for sells in this area. And I'm just going to refine that area and try to find an OB to work with. We're going to try find an OB to work with. Let me refine some more and see if we can't. Okay, there's this one here. And I still remember we still need the bigger structure at the bottom, so we can just get in there. But I'm not getting what I need. Although we can get a sell right now. at this area, if price does get in there, we can potentially look at a sell. So let's see if this one does work. This is a 5-minute setup, by the way. I'll go back into the hourly shortly. So it looks something like this. Then of course you wait for price to hit the midpoint, and then once it does, then that's the only time you will definitely trade it. Okay, just gonna import it on the Wushu as well. There we go. I'll just also show you guys how the Wushu works, and then you can definitely see the Wushu is operating like that. So looking at 1.03147 as our entry, 1.03147. So it's going to be 1.03147, and then of course our stop loss is 1.03185. 1.03185, and then of course risking 1% on this one, and then pending order, and then just start that, and just like that the Wushu will do the rest. So once our price hits this midpoint, it will place the, just like that. So automatically will place the sell stop, which it just did. And then when price comes back down, it will trigger us in and potentially go down. So let's see if it does trigger and monitor it in this session. So now I just have to move this to the side. There we go. Sell stop triggered. So now we just wait. Okay. So now let's see if we're going to get in the setup. Looks like it did. I think we did. Most of you should have. I mean, looking at how close it is to the entry there. Brokers, they will trigger you into that one. Then let's see how it works out. And if you're not in, just keep waiting for the right moment. And then once you're triggered in, we wait. And then that, it's either going to hit the stop or, of course, head down from this setup. The next setup we're going to look at. Also wait for this one. I'm just going to put an alert there. I think most of you should have been triggered by then. Yep, I figured maybe you got triggered. So let's watch. So we're just going to wait. So two things are going to happen. It's either you're going to hit 1R, which should be somewhere around here, where you move stop to break even, or get kicked out of the trade. So we'll see how that works out. And then let's go back into the hourly setup and see how this one works. Okay, don't forget to like the stream, guys. So as I was saying, the hourly, I looked at this area. There was this break and then there was that one here. And then I did say we need a break from this point. Sorry, we need a break out from here. And then, of course, have a retracement into an area we haven't found yet, which is probably where price is right now. And then, of course, have a downward movement from there. So this point is so huge. Okay, there we go. So we do need a bit of a wider stop to work with regarding this one. Then let's go into the 30, see if we can find 15. And then remember, this still has to happen first. The break at the bottom here still has to happen first. Will we get a break? You will see. The 5 minute, we haven't seen any unmitigated candles in there. There's just this specific one here on the 3 minute, and I actually don't think price will get that far. But we'll see how it works out. So what I'm essentially saying now is price must first come down, break this area. Then once it breaks the area, we'd want it to come back into this zone first. And then once it gets into that zone, that's where we'll trigger this setup here. So we still need price to go down first. Okay. And then once it does, we'll have a setup that looks like this. And of course, start going down to wherever it breaks to. So this is an area we will be looking at. But remember, we still need the break at the bottom first, which is not going to get in blindly. The one that I just did right now here, the lower one, this was just based on these 5 minute structure. So those that actually do see it later, I don't think they'll be able to touch it. It will move rather too quickly. Okay. And then moving forward, then what's the next page you guys want me to take a look at? Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Okay, let me just post the second setup as well. But no, I need this break first. So I'm just going to create an alert here as well. Then just potentially wait for the break first before touching it. So I'm not going to post it as yet. Okay, and then let's hop into gold. Gold has been rather very friendly. So let's see if it is gonna be friendly today. Okay, so on the daily, just looking at the structure here, we are bullish. We are very bullish. So we want to get into something like that, but now we also need to be wary of the higher time frame structure, which is this. Just make it a bit smaller, which is this massive move here, bearish move. So if you go even higher to the higher time frame, then you're going to start noticing certain areas that we should be careful, which is, for example, this area here. There's an important area we need to be careful of, meaning that price is most likely going to get in here and then continue down. So let me just put this marker. Just put this marker here, and I'm just going to put a text there that's the higher time frame. Higher time frame weekly zone. So we just have to be very careful of it. Just going to put it here on the side, and then of course change this color to black. Gray is fine as well. That's fine. Then let's move. So now we know that we are bullish, but we need to be careful when price gets there. So now I'm going to go back down and trigger down from the daily like we usually do. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. And then from this point forward, we just need to find an area that we can trade to the upside from, and then find an area on the lower time frame where we target that upside point of entry. Okay, why is it not moving now? It's a bit slow. I don't know why. It's a bit slow. Okay, there we go. So on the 4 hour, remember we're looking for an area. Okay, wait, let me just do this. Let's start at on the daily. On the daily, we're looking for an area where you can buy from. And ideally, from this point of view here, it will be this area here. Ideally, that's where you can buy from. This could be a potential T-off area. And then when you hop onto the 4 hour, and then let's see if you're going to refine the daily, you're most probably going to be in this point here. So what I'm saying is now is on the 4 hour, you're most probably going to see structure to the downside. And just by looking at This is the one that we lost yesterday. Just by looking at these points here. So we had that high, which created this low. And then we had a push to the upside. So we're just waiting for a break from over here, which means we're most probably going to get a sell off in this area because we're expecting this high here to hold based off this one here. So now let's go into the hourly, which means we should be having a sell off. Let me find the sell off on the 4 hour. There we go. Which means we should have one somewhere here, but it did get mitigated here. So it is a bit of a tricky one. And then 5 minute. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. So this is where we should expect. So I'll go back to the Euro USD just now. It just hit our beautiful area, 1 hour hit, which means right now you move your stop to break even. But let me just finish this one first quickly. So this is our area of interest for a sell off for the 4 hour. I'm just going to put it on the side because on the hourly we should be finding something else. But once we do that, let's just check this one out here. Remember, this was a 5 minute setup, so that very tight. There we go. So we are 1 hour in. Yeah, 1 hour hit. So you have two options: close half, leave your stop at break even, but ideally I would wait for 2 hour. So let's see if it does hit 2 hour, and then we see how far it goes. And it's going. So once it hits 2 hour, then you can close half, then you move your stop to 1 hour. So this is our next stop point. You are risk free, so if you close off, nothing bad is going to happen to you. Okay, so this is our next area of interest. So now we just have to wait. There we go. I think you can close half now. There we go. So the Wusha did that for us, and it moved stop to 1 hour, and it's just running with the trade. Yep. That's 2 hour hit on Euro USD. Let's see. And just mark that quickly, and then we'll see how far it goes with us. The next stop is 3R, where you'll move stop to 2R and you close 0.25. There we go. So just keep closing as you keep going. As you keep going, as you keep going, eventually you'll be left with 10% of the trade, and just keep going with it. Here USD. That's 3R hit. Yep, 3R hit. Your next stop is 4R. So you move your stop to 2R now. It's not TP yet. We're still going. You're only going to get kicked out. Okay, so our next area of interest, like I said, okay, now your stop is at 2R. This is where your stop is. Our next area of interest is 4R. And you're almost there. Once it hits 4R, you move your stop to 3R. And then we just keep going. And then right now, it basically starts validating this setup here at the top. But you must take these highs. 4R hit, so you move your stop to 3R. 3R. And then your next stop is 5R. Okay, let's see how it works. Let me just put an alert here. For our hit. Then we just keep going with it. Okay, let me just mark the 5R, then put an alert so we can actually finish the goal setup. And alert, so we're going to have two options: either get kicked out at 3R or hit 5R. So it's one of those. So like I said, this one is valid now, the setup here. So I can send it, because remember, one of the conditions was for this zone to be broken. It just got broken. And just mark that as well. There we go. And that's us out of the trade. 4R hit, literally retraced at 4.2. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. And not bad at all. Okay, so now just move this. This one is already done. Okay, wait, sorry, not that. So this is a valid one that we're going to be watching moving forward. This area was broken. I just need to send this. Send this to the group. And then I'm just going to go back in again and start monitoring for potential setups. Okay, so now we wait for this setup here. Okay, go back into gold. Let's see if we can find some good moves on it. The SGB TP hit 4R. Yep. Where was I? I think this is why I prefer to finish the setup first. But I wasn't going to be able to guide you into that one. Okay. So with gold, like I said, this is an area we want to see. Okay, let's go into the 1 hour. Oh, yes, there we go. Now I know exactly where we are. So, like I said, I'm expecting this zone not to be broken. So I'm expecting price to come into this area and, of course, tank, break that zone, get into this area here at the bottom. And whilst it's going to this area, let me just mark as well. Okay, and then I'm just gonna throw it in my Discord as well. And then now when you get into this lower time frame once, it becomes a bit tricky, because now there is an area. Okay, there was a break here. This retracement is not as strong as I'd want it to be, but I think if we hop onto the lower time frames, we should be able to see something decent. Go into the 15. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. There we go. Okay, so I'm potentially seeing something in here. It'll be a very, very tight one. If it does trigger, it will be a very tight one. So let's see. We're gonna have a buy, but I need an unmitigated candle here. Let's see. Okay, there's one there. So we'll take it from here, but I'm gonna take these lows because I mean it's gold. Gold gets very personal. Gold doesn't care who you are, man. Okay, there we go. So we have this valid setup to the upside right here. Now into the upside, we've got a potential buy. So we're going to trigger some buy stops shortly into this area. But remember, we need price in the middle. We're not going to get in too quickly. So we'll have something along these lanes. It is a Friday after all. So let's be very careful. Then of course add my alert there. And drop this one in here as well. And then once price hits our price point at the bottom, we are gonna trigger some buys. Okay, let's see. No, we need it in there. Almost there. Okay. Let us see. We need it in the middle. Some do trigger them here, but I always prefer to get it deeper in first, because when it comes back, we have that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful push, momentum push. I think this is going to be the last one. I don't see any requests on the side there. This should be the last one. So now that's where you trigger your buy stops on gold. And then we wait. So it's either we're going to get triggered. Then of course either hit 1R or hit a stop. And remember your risk, watch your risk. Or it's going to go down to the bottom and we're not going to get anything decent. Okay. Okay. So we are going to wait for this one. And then we'll see how that goes. Okay, I see Abdullah wants us to do NAS 100. Let's check NAS 100 while we wait for gold. Okay, start with the daily as usual. Remove that. We are bullish as well, so keep that in mind. So on the daily, this would be the ideal area to be careful of, which is buys in this area on the 4-hour. So we can refine it, of course, and potentially use that area there. And then when you go deeper in, let's look at the 1-hour. Okay, wait, let me just look at that. So you basically want to see some setups from that area going inside here, and of course using structure. So we're going to see how that plays out. Okay, let's see, 30-minute. I'm not seeing any beautiful areas to trade from. Okay, let's see the other one I was looking. I'm not really confident about using this one here. It is a potential area, so I'm actually going to monitor it when prices inside this area, and then if I get a decent structure to the downside on the lower time frame, either the 15 or the 5, then we'll definitely trade it up. So meanwhile, that's an area you want to be watching. Because I'm not really confident about using other zones, but this is a good one to use. So let's just wait for the 50% and then try looking for structure wherever it gets. So if it gets to the 50, we'll look for structure to the downside in here on the lower time frame and see how that works out. Okay. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Gold. Let's see where gold is. Okay, USD. I don't know if it has started going back. Okay, it is starting to go back. So we'll wait for it to hit the zone and of course hit to the downside. Gold. Gold is went through, so let's wait for it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Keep your buy stops in place. And then for now, yeah, I think we're just gonna wait for US 100 to give us something. So let's go into the 5. So now we're basically going to be following structure. But this is going to take a while. So don't mind my silence, guys. Don't mind my silence. We'll come back and watch it. Meanwhile, let me just break down another pair for you guys. I don't know which one. Guys, give me a pair so that I can literally dismantle for you. And then we can see. Whilst we wait for NAS 100 to give us something. Hi, Julian. Hope you're good. So how I've just been analyzing it is just a part of the boot camp. There's still way more that you can, of course, check out. Check out the boot camp and the whoosh. You'll see how the whoosh played that trade out. I should have just left it on the. Okay, I actually do that tomorrow or the next time we do a live and you get a trigger. I'll just leave the trading panel on the side and you can just see how the whooshu manages the setup. Because with that one, we just hit 3%. Because you guys saw how I risked 1% on that trade. Yeah, the whooshu managed it accordingly. We hit 3% on that one. Okay. There's a high chance price is going to come into this area here and then still continue up. Or we're going to start seeing some structure to the downside. But we'll see how that works out. Okay, nothing there. Guys, I think I'm going to hop off just now. US 100 is not getting to our area quickly enough. It has tapped into the OB, of course, but it's still slow in that area. But I'll just keep holding for a bit. Don't mind my silence. Someone did say that I can actually go into the library and I could find some copyright, no copyright music to play in the background. So let's see. Okay, let's see if this will be fine.
Using CRM software.
Okay, there you go. So now we're just waiting for price. That's what we're doing.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Okay, so this is the first sign that we're gonna keep an eye on. So let's watch what price does. Okay, guys. I'm gonna hop off now because price is not giving me what I need. It just created a new region. But let's see. Let's see how. Yeah, it's a new region created, a new break. I'm not seeing where we're gonna get it in, but let's keep holding. So what you're essentially trying to do, I'm just gonna break it down for you now, and then hopefully get a nice move. So we did have a beautiful rejection, which is one of the first signals. And then when you hop into the lower time frames, I'm expecting to see new lows being created, lower highs being created. But on the 5 nothing is happening, or the 3 nothing is happening, we'll still keep seeing new highs. And then of course on the 1 minute, it's a bit of a range in a way, but it's still giving us upside structure. So ideally what you'd want to see is a break of this area here. And then once you start getting a break of this area, but on the 5 minute, once you start getting a break of this area, we're going to monitor for a retracement whereby this area at the top holds. And then once it retraces, gives us another new low on the 5 minute. We're going to wait for it to come back down, break wherever it turned at. Then we're going to start looking for sells in that area to the downside on the 5 minute. So it's not giving us that as yet, but we can keep holding. I'll keep the alerts on. Hopefully you guys can hear my beautiful music, and yeah, let's keep holding. Okay, so now that we are in the zone there, we've just created the zone just now, right here, which means we've got a new low. It could go even lower. And then what that means now is the zone here at the top must hold. And then we just need to find a new lower high. Once that lower high is created, we need a break of the bottom here. And then, of course, that'll be our structure complete. And then we can start trading it from there. So it looks like we're going to be holding for a while. Price is not moving as it should. We know that only in the New York session will you see US 100 moving rapidly. But for now, it's not. And I am going to hop off. We'll see you guys on Monday. Same time. Hopefully we'll get some nice pips in there. Happy trading, guys. Cheers.
I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread where the angels fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You make my heart beat super fast. Super fast. Super fast.
You make my heart beat super fast.
What does love feel like? What does love feel like? You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You make my heart beat, beat super fast.
You make my heart beat super fast.
Okay, so I've just put some rules down for you guys, and yeah, if you respect these rules, we should get something decent. I will leave the screen on running, and also just keep coming back to check, and then of course we'll see how that works. So basically, rule number 1: this high must hold. This is on the 5-minute, by the way. The high must hold. Rule number 2: a new low, which is still being created, so we don't know where it's gonna go. It could go even lower than this. But yeah, we just have to wait until it's done creating the new low. Once the new low is created, we need a retracement to create a new high, which will be rule number 3. The new high must not break the rule number 1. Then once that new high, lower high is created, we're gonna wait for the lower high to come back down to break rule number 2's low. Once rule number 2's low is broken, then we can confirm that we are about to go into a sell, which means wherever the new high will be created, that will be our entry point to place our sells. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. So now we wait. But I'll be quiet for a while, so I'll just keep coming back to check.
trigger every night to stay alive. Hope is wishing, but you're running out of time. If I could only read your mind. Read your mind. If I could only read your mind.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb without a fall, to get out of this maze land and run. Please strike me thunder, let me get closer to the light. Please strike me thunder, so I can be free. So I've come to the conclusion, I'm just one man amongst thousands. In this world
So guys, our zone did not hold. It was literally wicked into, so which means we cannot use this setup anymore. We are gonna close up for this session. I'll check you guys on Monday, same time. Happy trading, guys. Cheers.